What are those?
Today we're going to be talking shoes. What shoes you should be wearing for training. Because if some of you have been watching my most recent vlogs, then you will have seen that I have not been wearing my Romelio 2s. I've been wearing... Romelio?
I call them Romeleos.
Romeleos.
No one else does, but I call them that because people shorten them to Rom. So why would you call them Romeleos?
Okay, Rom 2s. Best weightlifting shoe ever made. Dispute that if you will. I have been wearing my Metcons to train. Now, many a reason for this, which I will take you through later. But yes, forgot what I was saying. Talking shoes. So the importance of a shoe is very much understated, wouldn't you say? I think often when you start...
Or overstated.
Or overstated,
how
yeah.
You might.
So often when you start weightlifting, the first thing you'll do is like...
It's a free cactus.
That's dead. The first thing you'll do is like, all right, I need the shoes. I need to get me some shoes before I start anything. Or like, yeah, it's probably the best way to explain it.
Trees. Tomato plants.
Oy.
They look like tomato plants.
Oh no, we ain't got time. Really.
We don't have time.
Yeah, so the first thing you'll do is like buy all the gear, and then you're like that person that has all the gear and has no idea. Did you get him? Did you get it? My long legs definitely helped me with that one.
Yeah, felt like I was going so fast I wasn't going anywhere.
So that happens when you got short legs, long legs.
Oh well, our sport's weightlifting, so.
Yeah, so it's
watch out.
in that thing, I was close, wasn't I? In that race I won, but in weightlifting, my long levers do not help me at all. Which actually ties very well into the shoe conversation we were just having.
In Russian.
I'm not being Russian.
To get plates out. 1 week. 1 week today.
The Holy Grail, 1 week. The 24th could not come any quicker. So Chris, what would you say the purpose of a weightlifting shoe is?
Is this private? Doesn't say
Hello?
private. Purpose of a weightlifting shoe?
Yeah.
It is to bypass ankle mobility restrictions. So if you have someone whose shin can't really go past their toe, then a weightlifting shoe is just going to help elevate their heel, so then their ankle mobility no longer restricts their knee going forward. And if your knee goes forward, theory is that you can sit more upright, torso could sit more upright, therefore the weight will be more stacked vertically down your base of support, basically.
Nice.
Torso. It's probably reasonably deep there, you know.
And just like a weightlifting shoe, all other shoes have a purpose. So a running shoe is like... Why do I always have people who talk when I'm busy vlogging? So damn rude. As I was saying, every shoe has a purpose. So a running shoe would have more like sponginess in the sole of the shoe, so that when you're running, the contact with the floor would be less so for your knees and for your joints. So the reason that I'm currently not wearing any weightlifting shoes is because, as Chris said, a weightlifting shoe does help you with your mobility in order to stay more upright. I want to take this opportunity to try and challenge my mobility a lot more and stretch that mobility as far as I can before I do put those shoes back on, so that when I go back... So rude. So when I go back to the gym, I'm as like mobile as possible.
What's that?
Now, as I'm not lifting like maximal weight, I don't feel that it's necessary for me to put my shoes on just yet. So we're just here picking up some exciting stuff, so make sure to hit that subscribe button, you guys know the drill, so that you don't miss out on anything, especially my DIY side. So there you go, got the goods.
Wait.
spillage. I always find it really difficult to like drink without everything going all over my mouth.
And eat. And
You're so rude. Why are you so rude? So the reason a shoe is so important is because obviously it is your base of support. It is where you are able to push through the floor to create the maximal force. So without the right shoe, you can't get the most out of yourself. Am I right?
that's right.
So the reason I'm not wearing weightlifting shoes now is because we are not required, or I'm not expected, I haven't expected myself, I'm not going to put on maximal weights, therefore I don't need the shoe. And also want to strengthen and I want to mobilize myself adequately. Off you, Barry Trot, to get your pancakes.
That's right.
Saturday tradition.
At the moment, too soon.
Post-training. Pancakes. So we cannot understate the importance of a shoe enough. Just make sure that the shoe you are wearing is appropriate for the goals that you have. So whilst my shoe of choice right now is a Metcon, my shoe of choice when going for a max like clean and jerk will most likely be the ROM 2s. Simples. So just make sure that if your goal is to run a marathon, that you have the appropriate footwear to run a marathon comfortably, and that you won't end up with a load of blistoreos, aka blisters. Any wise words of wisdom from you, Christopher Gunn?
I think you covered everything there in great detail.
Well, thank you, sir.
What? Did you know that running water has a positive chemical effect on the brain?
Do you need a wee yet?